Welcome, everyone, to the 4 on 2 this afternoon. I'm Heather Holmes.
And I'm Alex Savage. We want to start in the South Bay. Secretary of State Mike Pompeo and Defense Secretary James Mattis just wrapped up 2 days of meetings with Australian officials at Stanford. This is part of an annual summit between the two nations discussing global security. As
KTV's Christina Rendon reports, officials spoke on several key issues, while some critics of President Trump gathered outside.
The secretaries and ministers say they focused on peace and stability in the Indo-Pacific, Middle East conflicts, and the denuclearization of North Korea. The Australia-U.S. Ministerial Consultations, or AUSMAN Summit, wrapped up just as Pompeo is set to testify before Congress Wednesday about President Trump's recent meeting with Russian President Vladimir Putin.
I think one of the things that gets lost is the determination that this administration has had in pushing back against Russian malign behavior around the world. It is unequaled in the history of the United States.
This is a banana republic.
Outside the building, roughly 24 protesters gathered to speak out against the Trump administration's foreign policies.
There are countless issues, and it's alarming. And every day I try and speak out, and I try and speak in community, because we're purple. We're not red and blue.
We think that Pompeo and Mattis are just complicit because Trump's endangering us all. He's threatening war via tweet. He's insulting President Rouhani in all caps on Twitter.
Defense Secretary James Mattis addressing the tweet where Trump sent a warning to Iran not to threaten the U.S.
I think the president was making very clear that they're on the wrong track. And it's time for Iran to shape up and show responsibility as a responsible nation.
Both Australia and U.S. officials say their relationship is strong enough to endure any challenges ahead.
We don't always agree with the United States, and the United States doesn't always agree with us. But we are able to work through any differences in a very constructive and positive way, and we'll continue to do that.
U.S. and Australian officials have been meeting annually for this summit since 1985, and next year it will be held in Australia. At Stanford University, Christina Rendon, KTVU, Fox 2 News.